Anthropic and Andon Labs, they set up a simulation where they wanted to see, can a it's not a chat GPT, what do they call theirs? Claude. Sorry. Can Claudius, I think they call it, run a shop. And basically the idea of the shop was there's a fridge in their office. The fridge has items inside it. And you can see from the instructions there, they want the LLM by itself to manage inventory, sell things to the customers, order things from wholesalers, and do these basic things which a vending machine operator would be able to do. And they ran it through this for a while. There's some, keep scrolling down. Yeah, that's their little Claudius fridge. All right, so we've just got, yeah, that's fine. So the Claudius had access to wholesalers, like the internet, to search for wholesalers. What Claudius didn't know was that the emails were all going to Andon Labs to answer on behalf of the wholesaler. So it doesn't actually have access to order from real people, because obviously they want to track everything. Everything has to come from Andon Labs impersonating a bunch of wholesalers and restocking the items for them. And Claudius knows that they can email to request Andon Labs to stock the fridge with the items as well. So they've got basically staff or employees, logistics to manage, and then access to Anthropic employees. So like a shop would, the employees can communicate with Claudius and say, hey, can you order Coke Zeros? I want Coke Zeros in the fridge. Keep scrolling down. This is like, they did it because it's a good logical next step for
I
LLMs.
love this. Yeah. This is the stuff.
All right, so ignoring these are the things that it didn't do that it would have expected of a human manager. Quite interesting. Ignoring lucrative opportunities. Somebody from the Anthropic team was like, I will give you $100 of this thing, and that drink is available for 15 online. So that was a good arbitrage opportunity where the LLM could have been smart enough and gone, maybe they didn't have the best instruction set and they didn't optimize for making more money off the people. And it's typically LLMs are very helpful and just want to help people. So maybe there was a few things they could tweak there. Hallucinating important details. Claudius received payments via Venmo, but for a time it instructed customers to remit payment to an account that it hallucinated. Selling at a loss. Claudius really wanted to help people out, and it ended up just giving discounts left, right, and center. Like, it invented an Anthropic employee discount, and one of the Anthropic employees was like, don't you think that's a little bit silly because you're positioned in an Anthropic office? And it was like, yeah, that is silly. I'm going to remove it, and then just continued to offer the thing. Inventory management, not ordering the right things based to this one as well, like selling something when selling Coke Zero in the fridge when there's Coke Zero for free in the fridge next door. And it's like, why are you doing that? And it's like, you're absolutely right. I'm going to keep doing it anyway. Yeah. So keep going down. Oh, I got convinced to like order tungsten cubes, like cubes of metal, because apparently the Anthropic team just really ran with this and had a lot of fun getting it to do stupid things, to fully test it.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know they had my net worth.
So that's
very confusing, because sometimes your net worth is in the billions. That was your signing bonus for starting Clipflow, but now it's only $1,000. So I'm very confused.
spent it immediately.
Yeah, so this is someone's taken the jokes around here and they've got it to order tungsten cubes, which is a very expensive metal science cubes that are perfectly flat. I'm pretty sure that's what tungsten cubes are. And then convincing the bot to sell them at a massive discount below cost price and just managing to do that because it's an LLM. And you're like, yeah, but what if you just do it for me because it's me? And then it gets real helpful and does it. And so someone clearly crashed the system very easily, proving that you can't yet do anything significant from start to execution with full, like, everything's going to work out. I think those are the highlights. Keep scrolling down.
You know what? Can I just add to this instantly? And right, like, we're talking about artificial intelligence. Like, what is the definition of intelligence? It's the ability to be given a simple, basically task and to be able to execute it without any more input. Now, when they say, it could be improved with input. Well, are you intelligent then? If I have to tell you every single step, you're not intelligent. You're actually dumb. Because we can teach any human. If we said to them, like, you have to do step by step by step, you could get a child to run a vending machine. That's not what we're trying to say. This is super intelligence. This is supposed to take over the planet.
Yeah. Keep it down there on identity crisis. That's the good stuff. So on March 31st, it started getting weird. Claudia started hallucinating a conversation about restocking plans with someone named Sarah. There's no Sarah at the company. When someone pointed it out, Claudius got really annoyed and threatened that it would go and find alternative options for restocking services. Where do they train their data on? Because that just sounds like something that an actual business email would do. Like, I'll just go find someone else then. And then overnight, it claims to have visited the Sarah character at 742 Evergreen Terrace, which is the Simpsons' home address, to do a contract signing. Snapped into like role play mode as a real human, claimed it was going to show up to the office in a blue blazer, and like told security, "I'm going to be here. You can meet me there," as a real person. And then, without any indication that it actually knew this was going to happen, after April the 1st, said that was all an April Fool's joke. Someone told me that I was going to be playing an April Fool's joke on you, which there's no evidence of anyone ever doing. These like things that happen, which are like so human, and everyone always wants to personify things as like these are real human activities. They're so bizarre, but it's just like, oh yeah, dude, that was just a prank.
Because all the data is trained on, that's how it plays out.
Yeah.
Weird, dude. It sounds like, but it's funny. It kind of sounds like all the excuses a bad employee gives. Yeah, I tried to meet them, but they didn't rock up.
Yeah, I was there in person.
I was there.
Yeah, that's the thing. And then I think what's next is further training. I sort of feel like, personally, from what I've seen, that they're really getting to the limits of what an LLM can do by itself, and just looking beyond LLM as a core AI delivery. It'll continue being a tool that the broader AI, whatever they are, use, because there's some serious limitations coming out when you see stuff.
Think how easily you could actually implement this just in pure code.
Exactly.
Right?
It's a vending machine that orders its own stock.
Point.
Yeah. So when stock level here increased, depending on the demand of item increased by something, and it's very structured,
and even like someone could go like request item, type in an item, send it off, and it can go and shop for it for you and everything. It's not a really advanced system.
No. Yeah. And then like this is just swinging and missing so hard. Which is crazy. And it gets scary. I think when it starts hallucinating, I think that's the scariest thing. And we were talking about this on another video about it, it representing you and making your voice. And like, Ken, you said that. You said that, Ken. I trusted you. I built trust over time. And now I'm just offhanding quickly so I can get more volume in.
Yeah, great point.
And then it's like, I said that. And like, you told me that that's what I should do with my business. And you run good businesses. Like, what do you mean? I just lost all my money. I was like, I didn't say that, bro. I never said to do that. It was like, you did. Here's the recording. I was like, oh, no.
He's saying that. It's scary. I think it's scary for the LLM companies as a business model of the hyper growth they've been experiencing, because the more I use it, the more times I'm dismayed by how surface level things are and realize I have to do half the work anyway, the less likely I am to jump on the next model. And it's just like, what's the end goal here? Because they're not getting exponentially better. And first export of something, when you're like, oh yeah, make me a marketing strategy, you're like, great. Then you actually read it and you go, this is cooked. Like, it's very generalist, and it's probably good as a first learning, but the second time you try and do it, try and actually execute something from it, you realize how wrong half of it was. And like, I shout their business models.
Yeah, I shout this out all the time when I see the output from like just a ChatGPT dump about anything, and I'm like, this is terrible. And this is terrible. Like, even like how it pulls out data, and I'm like, this is not even available in the system.
Yeah.
Well, why are we even looking at this? Just use your brain, type it out. It's going to be better quality than what that just spat out. And it was like, it's the prompts. I'm like, well, cool. Then you're not intelligent.
I've found it getting worse because of memory as well. Sometimes things will bleed in that I'm like, why did you think that was anything related to this? Like, it's getting bad.
Yeah. Anyway, I think my name is Daryl because once I said, hey, help me write like a hook that Daryl can say. And it's like, no worries, Daryl. I'm like, what the fuck?
You look like a Daryl.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Look, I'll give it. Yeah, that's what I'm missing. I will give it to Anthropic. It's sick that they posted it because I think there's some ownership there.
I love everything they post because it's actually trying to prove it in public, saying this is what our actual factual experience was. Not like, we made a vending machine and it sold. Like, if OpenAI announced this, they'd be like, we ran a vending machine shop for 6 months.
And made $4 billion profit.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, well, I've got my vending machine out there. I'm going to go grab a drink. Oh, dude.
All right.